And the significance of this year's convention drastically changed over the weekend after former President Trump survived that assassination attempt.
Joshua Davis spoke with a political scientist about what to expect throughout the rest of that convention. Joshua.
Now, I spoke to political professor John Dinan of Wake Forest University, who says the focus of this convention will undoubtedly be on former President Donald Trump's message of unity following the shooting on Saturday. Dinan expects Trump to expand on that message and offer remarks on the dismissal of his classified documents case in Florida. But most importantly, Dinan says he's expecting the assassination attempt to draw in viewers from across the political spectrum, giving Republicans a rare opportunity to really make an appeal to people outside of their core base.
You're going to get dozens of millions of people tuning in on that. That's an opportunity for you. So really his audience is less Republican faithful, some of them, but actually the undecided people, the people who he might be able to pull in that way. Most Republicans, not all, but most are already going to be voting for Trump. But that's an opportunity. If you're undecided out there, that's an opportunity to make your case. That's a very valuable opportunity. He will likely be speaking broader, not just to Republicans, but also to unaffiliated and perhaps some Democrats.
And coming up at 5, we'll hear from Professor Dinan about misinformation following the attempted Trump assassination and what people should keep in mind leading up to the general election. In studio, I'm Joshua Davis for WXII 12 News.